did I like go after this guy who made me give him didn't give me anything in return and then wouldn't tell people that we were dating and then in the woods? Why? Life is a challenge.
How do you get through it?
Laughing at the dark and dirty. We walk you through all the naughty secrets of the adult industry, and you get to be a fly on the wall with two best friends in the business of boobs.
We want to hear your dirty secrets too.
If you have stories to share, questions for us, need advice, then send us an email to twndpodcast@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 702-900-6446. We'll always be laughing here. It's our favorite way to cope. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, share with a friend, and leave us a rating wherever you listen to podcasts. And we thank you for coming this week.
Hello!
Welcome back, one and all, to 2025. As we record this right now, it isn't 2025. So what do you think the new year has brought so far when everyone is hearing this?
Lots of blood.
Lots of blood. I just got over the blood. We synced up again. For a while, we were like syncing up all the time.
And this is really early for me.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm on birth control, so that usually controls it, and it still didn't stop the blood.
Girl.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's probably why I'm like just so like a shell right now, because like I feel like my body is just like going through something, but I don't know. Maybe it's a full moon.
It could be a full moon. Didn't we have a full moon last year? Or last year? I mean, technically, yes.
Last week? I think we did.
Was it? I don't even know. I don't know what the moon cycles are, but look at my toes. Look how gross they are. Because last time I was in, I was like, I don't have the patience to sit through a pedicure and my nails. And he starts running the tub for the feet. I was like, not today. I was like, you don't want to see these. And now you have to see them.
I didn't do a pedicure either, but
yours still look good. Mine look at this. Look at that. Ew.
Did you pick it off? The color?
Yeah. I peeled it off because it was starting to get flaky,
Was it
but
gel?
then I couldn't get it all off. Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed. I'm
I
impressed.
have a sickness, dude. Oh, can we talk about, okay, so you're supposed to like let things go in the new year, right? So a few things with that. I went through my reminders the other day, like my little list of notes.
Yeah.
And there are things on there from like 2 years ago, things that I was finally like, I'm just going to check these off because I know I'm never going to do them. And it felt like a cleansing and like a letting go and just kind of like, but it hurt. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I could still
Like
do this.
what?
I'm like, if I haven't done it by now, I'm not going to do it. Just like certain little, like maybe merch ideas or stuff that I like started, but then like didn't want to do, or like some weird thought that I had that I'm like, I'll do something with this, but then I just never did, and it gets buried in the notes.
But clearing the notes made you feel relief.
It did. Like at first it was like, like I have to do these. If I don't do these, I'm a failure. But then as soon as I wiped it, I was like, I don't even remember what they are anymore. I couldn't even tell you what I cleared off the list. So it clearly wasn't important. So that is a sign that sometimes things are just not important. You have to let them go. And by that, I also would like to bring up Mr. Trader Joe's guy. I'm specifically talking to you. In 2025, you need to let go of the fact that one time, like 8 months ago, I spilled a kombucha in the parking lot when it rolled out of the trunk and crashed on the floor. Because every time I have seen you since, you say, the last time I saw you, you broke a kombucha. It wasn't the last time, because you've said it like 8 times since it happened, just reminding me every time I go in for just a little bit of Trader Joe's bread, a little bit of dip, I get reminded of the time that a kombucha shattered in the parking lot.
Is this the same guy that follows like us around the store?
No, it's a different guy. You get the weird. I was there. Okay, so Trader Joe's has also started doing this thing. I don't know if they're like strapped for cash or something, but have you noticed that like after 4 p.m., only half the lights in the store are on?
I haven't noticed that. I don't think I've ever been there after 4 p.m. though.
It's weird because you'll start to go through and like the produce is kind of lit up, and then you move into the bread section and it's like so dim. Like it feels like you're going in, like something bad's going to happen. You know what I mean? A little bit ominous. So I don't really...
It's like they're pre-closing it down or what?
Yeah, it's weird.
Like slowly?
Yeah, it was weird.
They're trying to make everyone feel really uncomfortable for buying bread after 4.
Yeah. But then there's this other dude. Are you talking about the dude that's a little bit taller?
No, he's short. And he wears glasses.
Okay, I know that one.
And I don't know exactly what his title is. Like, because I've never seen him like...
Professional creeper.
Yeah, I've never seen him at a register. I've never seen him really stock shelves.
He doesn't work there, I don't think.
He just hangs out.
has like the He just sneaks into the back. He gets a little apron, little name tag. He's like, "Oh no, I'm Joe." It's like, no, you're not.
He bought the outfit on Etsy. He
made it himself.
The shirt.
No, but there is another guy that it's weird how they all just like, I don't know why we're just talking about Trader Joe's again. Like I can't help it, but it's become this weird thing because I people watch there and I watch people who work there and you start to like know them and they clearly know you just as the kombucha girl. Like I don't know why out of all things that's what you remember and have to remind me of all the time. It's insane. But there's this other guy and he has like the like really I can't even remember if he's white hair or is bald. Like that's I just know when I see him. But he'll be like stalking and then he'll look at you. Don't you hate ads? They take away from the conversation. But you can go ad-free with us at patreon.com/TWND podcast. We create monthly photo sets, host Zoom chats for our dirtbag tiers, and even create short films. We have a wholesome pledge option if you want to show a little support, or dirtbag tier if you want to go all the way with us. We release episodes a day early for all tiers, and each episode is ad-free. So if you want to level up, go to patreon.com/TWND podcast and show your support. And just kind of stare into your soul. It's really weird. And then he will eventually like... Have you done the thing where you'll come up on one of them and you try to go around them and they do like the little
dance,
the little jig to the side? I'm like, if you didn't move, this wouldn't be a thing that was happening. Like I was already walking around you. Why are you jigging? Yeah. Why are you like jigging all around and like having a little like dance? Like why are we dancing in the middle of an aisle right now? I just need to get the pasta.
Asta pasta.
Asta la pasta.
I always say we'll do the dance later and then just move away.
I don't address them because it does. I don't know what to say. I'm not going to start dancing back. You know what I mean? So you kind of get that encounter and I just, oh my God, they make me dance inadvertently because I do try to sidestep because I just am focused on where I'm going that I don't even realize they've roped me into their dance.
They know what they're doing.
I too am now going side to side in the middle of the aisle. Trader Joe's is for sure a cult. Did you have an early night last night?
Yeah, we just chilled, watched friggin' movies, Sons of Anarchy, stuff like that. Ate a lot of pizza.
Did you have any sexy time?
No, I'm bleeding.
Right. Oh, I didn't know if it started like now or if it's... But I had some sexy time last night. Yeah. And I'm not even talking about the raucous sex. I'm talking about the fact that at 3 o'clock in the morning, we woke up craving bread. And we went out and toasted a bread in the Ninja and we had night bread together. In the kitchen, bread. Just naked in the kitchen, eating night bread, a little bit of fig jam. Ugh,
that sounds heavenly.
It was beautiful. It was like a truly beautiful moment that I'm like, I normally feel like the night gremlin, like sneaking out for a snack, and we just cooked bread together, and it was so good. It was truly a magical moment that I think like brought us closer together. Because I can't remember the last time we've shared like a late night snacky
in the middle of the night.
Yum. So good.
And sexy time. Mm-hmm. Come on. It's like a win-win.
Earlier in the day because, we're old. So we have to in the daytime,
when the
like
sun's
animals.
out.
I am down anytime, right? But I am the horniest like midday. I'm just like, I'm feeling good. The sun is out. Everything is happening. My energy is at its peak.
Everything's aligned.
Yeah, everything is aligned. It's good.
I like it at night, like before bed, because then I just zonk out and go.
See, it gives me energy. So I don't get sleepy afterwards. So if I fuck at night, I'm going to be up till 4.
Oh, shit.
And not always with night bread. There's not just always bread lying around. We just happened to have bread last night. So
I'm like the complete opposite. I just like do.
You just like power down.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And I don't really like to start my day with it as well. Like just because it does make me really relax and like.
If you're starting in the morning, it has to be doggy style. Because like, don't look at me before I've had a chance to wash my face or brush my teeth. Like,
I know what is attractive to men about like waking up and then getting naughty.
I like to have a moment to like collect myself. But if it happens, I feel like if sex happens in the morning, then it's usually like, damn.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you overthink it too much and it's like whatever. But if you're like in that sleepy morning where you're not like fully awake yet and then all of a sudden you're just damn. damn. You don't even think about it. You're like, I'm not high. I haven't even had my coffee. I haven't even peed yet. This is crazy. Like, we're just like going, you know? And it doesn't happen very often. So I feel like
it's a
when
rare
it does,
occasion.
yeah.
And it's beautiful.
You both have to be in the mood or it just like, it won't go anywhere. It's just maybe a little hard on pressed in your butt cheeks in the morning. Then you wake up and make the coffee. Like, doesn't always have to lead to sex. But when it does, you're like, wow, we really needed this.
It's a hot dog.
It is. Aww. Oh, sex.
We love it. I mean, literally, I guess any time is the right time. But definitely for me, I prefer night.
Yeah. There is something to be said for a good night. There's just something about like during the day, and you don't have to have any like lights on.
Yeah.
But you get some sunlight like streaming in.
Yes.
Like, and you're like, ooh, just basking in the glow of the sun. You're
It's like golden hour, but
Mr.
more.
Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, your sun's gonna cover me and come. So,
Did you just make that up?
no. What's the Sun song from? Is that from Barney? Do you remember that?
I've never
The
heard
Mr.
it.
Sun
I
song?
thought you just made this up. I literally did. I thought you
Maybe
just...
I did. I don't think so, though. I'm pretty sure it's from Barney. Should we look this up?
Check it out. I mean, 'cause
Okay. David, you might have to mute this. I think me singing it is fine. Mr. Sun song. Oh my God. Wait, is it this? It is from Barney. Ah, Barney of my nightmares. But it's basically this song. You might have to mute this, David. Mute that part anyway. It's a fucking commercial.
you don't want to hear it.
Bros, commercials have gotten out of control. There's commercials on everything. Did you know that as a creator, like on Instagram, you can select to have ads? Like, you know, when people are like scrolling your profile, because some people get trapped into the thing of just like scrolling one person's stuff, you can get ads placed in that. Like, they won't just be on your grid.
Yeah.
But if people start like scrolling through your stuff, like say they found a photo of yours, right? So they click on you and then they
keep
start
going.
swiping. Eventually, like a little ad will come up.
Weird.
I don't do that, but I saw that as an option. I was like, that's
So you can
crazy.
pick that? Like you can add ads?
Yeah, and so you'll get like like extra monetization or something. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a crazy world.
All right, ready?
I like the animation.
This intro is way too long. Hang on. Kind of tree. We can't. Please come out so we can play with you. something.
Yep.
Anyway.
Definitely never heard that one, but
Yeah.
it's cute. I like it.
So
Mr.
anyway,
Sun.
fucking at night.
There is no Mr. Sun.
Oh shit. You know, it is true. Like, I thought that I would get less horny in my relationship as things went on, because I like in last and past relationships, it's kind of that thing like the guy always brings it up. I don't know if you've ever had this before, like, well, I'm just not into you like that. Like, things go down after time. Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm just not that, like, into you right now. I go through waves of this. And, like, you're just, like, led to believe that as the relationship goes on, you lose, like, the attraction and horniness for each other. Because, like, that, well, at least for me, that was, like, past relationships. And now I'm just, like, I just get more horny.
No, it's true. I always just, like, I'm usually the one that's the one that like initiates, because like I'm like usually the horn dog in a relationship.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I've literally broken up with guys because I didn't get enough.
Yeah.
Like, that's serious. I was like, this is so unsatisfying. I gotta go.
Yeah, I didn't break up with them for that reason.
I did. I mean, because like they were cool, chill people, but like just in the sack, it just wasn't there.
Do you know what's crazy? Is like, okay, so I just had this thought now, like my past relationships, right? Like, I haven't even liked fucking them. And I was just like, yeah,
Did you even like them?
no.
So
Why,
that makes sense.
Why was I doing that?
Would you like a water?
No, I actually have this liquid IV. Did you know that one stick of liquid IV dissolved in 16 ounces of water hydrates faster and more effectively than water alone with the help of CTT technology? And I have some here if you would like to pour some into a glass. We have a lot of fun choices when you shop at liquidiv.com and use code TWND to save 15% and get free shipping on everything that you purchase. You can pick some of our personal favorites if you want to give them a try, like sugar-free rainbow sherbet. We also have a strawberry lemonade.
Oh.
We have golden cherry, wow, and a new flavor that I haven't tried yet that I thought maybe would be beneficial to you in your time of suffering because it is the flu season and you want to stay immunized.
Yes.
So there's a new passion fruit flavor and it has a hydration boost, but also I believe this is the one that has the vitamin C boost. Let me see. And immune support. You want to keep your immune.
It has
get
zinc.
That. Level up your immunity. So many people, when they're doing builds on things like Elden Ring, they don't think about the status effects from things that get thrown at you on a daily basis. You need to build up your immunity stats. Your immunity stats are lacking, so stack that shit up. Go to liquidiv.com, use code TWND, save 15%, get free shipping, and elevate that immunity boost.
Ooh, and it's got mango. Hello.
God, I could have been an auctioneer.
Shame on you.
Like, we talked about the guy who, like, we never had sex. Like, it was one of those, like, high school relationships, but that held my hand all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I'll stay with you for, like, 8 months. That's 8 months of my life. I never got back. That's 8 months of my high school me that I just never got back because I just let him hold my hand for 8 months and, like, peck my cheek. It was weird. Why did I do that? Why did I, like, go after this guy who made me give him blowjobs, didn't give me anything in return, and then wouldn't tell people that we were dating, and then fingered me in the woods? Why? What?
Ooh, I feel a sneeze. Sorry.
Ooh, bless you.
You know when like those like sneezes come and it's like an itch.
It tickles in the back of your brain, like it's like something's reaching into your brain through your nose. Do you want to blow your nose?
No.
You can use my sleeve.
All right, I'm back, kind of.
That's just me. You can just use me as a sleeve. That was me for so many years.
It explains a lot.
Okay, what's the other? Okay, so then there was the other guy who, bless you.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
I almost did.
So there was the other guy who was all about anal with his tiny penis, and I hated it. And I just stayed with him for like about 8-9 months. Like just a lot of anal and telling me how much better his ex-girlfriend was than me in things.
This sounds all terrible.
And I was like,
I
you play
object.
Dungeons and Dragons. That's half of our date nights.
And strictly anal.
Or me watching you play Dungeons and Dragons, which is like, Dungeons and Dragons is like cool or whatever, but like, why? And then we're going to have to get started on the last relationship. It was just madness from start to finish. And like, why did I do that? And it was like we said before, talking to strangers. You don't need to do it, just so you know. Anyway.
This is true.
But you liked your exes? Like
I mean, most of them, except for my last, like the really, like the asshole one. Mm-hmm. The one that broke me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were all like okay, I guess. I never really had like an ex that I would like harp on about them being a bad person. You know what I mean? I just would think it just fizzled out.
I don't think I had like a bunch of like bad people. I'm not even saying that they were like bad people. I think it's like young relationships. Yeah. There was one person who was really bad. Wouldn't even need to talk about that. But everyone else, it was just kind of like, why am I doing this? That's what it got to the point with me breaking up with who was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
But then at some point I was just like, oh yeah, I'll allow all of this shit to happen for 10 years.
It's like you lost. It's
so
also you
weird.
lost yourself because like otherwise you would be like self, don't do this.
Yeah.
So like,
it's like you start looking in the mirror and you become a vampire. Like there's nothing looking back at you. Your conscience is just like gone. It's left the building.
Or you were living more purely for them.
Yeah.
Not for yourself.
That's true too. I thought my nipple was coming out again.
I got you.
Thank you.
But yeah, so like it's like you have to. I mean, now you have like a balanced relationship where you both have, you know what I mean, like the attraction for each other. Like you're not like being used for blowjobs or anal from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and I would let him too.
Of
I'd be
course
like,
you
use
would.
me for blowjobs, use me for. Well, I gotta work up to anal, but that's just because certain things are hard to fit, if you know what I mean. I've had a lot of anal with small ones, and this just seems like a task for a different time. But
It's like a graduation.
Oh yeah.
You know, we'll get
Needs
you a
to be
little
an anniversary.
We'll get you a little
Anniversary anal.
yeah.
Should that be that's our new thing?
Annie anal.
That sounds like a porn star name, like some new up and comer.
It might
Oh,
be.
I'm Annie Anal.
And like they put like a little like an accent, and it's like Annie Anal.
Anal, yeah. Anale. No, it's French. It's French.
Ooh, baguette.
Oh,
I
so
could go for a baguette right now.
baguettes hit Trader Joe's. Sorry, we're gonna keep bringing it up. Trader Joe's has good like ciabatta baguettes.
Oh,
right now they're like
yeah.
really long. The other day when we were buying it before night bread, I like took out the big long stick of bread, and it's like this long. It's like you have to carry it like a shotgun. Like it's so long. It wouldn't even fit in the Ninja. I had to cut it in half.
Yes.
So, because ever since I roasted the vegetables,
You haven't used-
and the fire alarm went off and I had a panic attack, I don't want to use the oven even though I cleaned it. It's weird. So it's just a thing. House fires scare me.
You should have Simon run it while you're not home and do a test.
Well, I actually ran it on the clean cycle. So I know it will be fine now. I just
Okay,
need
good.
a moment. Do you know what I mean? I just need a
She's
moment.
not ready yet, you guys.
No, I didn't realize that I was actually like, when we were hanging out and that happened, I was like, I've always like, I hate the fire alarms and they freak me out, but I didn't think of why until I remembered like the house fire. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I've like been through a house fire. My house was on fire. Like not this one, but it's like you just kind of forget
It's
about all the things that have
PTSD.
happened, you know?
It's PTSD.
Like my knees actually felt like Jello, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, so I took this giant shotgun loaf of bread and I was like feeling it, right? And then out of nowhere, I just like hit him with it. And I was like, I gotta test it. It's good bread. And he just starts laughing. He's like, you are the weirdest person I know. And I love you so much. And I was like, I'm 33 years old. And I'm like, just gotta test the bread real quick.
Just whacking people with bread.
I just whacked him with the bread. And I was like, he still fucks me. That's crazy.
Of course he does. He loves you. He just said he loves you even more.
I know, but it's just, it was so weird. And like in that moment that he tells me how weird I am, I like looked around and there were people looking at me after, because I don't think about other people until I'm standing there with my bread weapon, like being stared at by a bunch of old ladies.
You should have a holster for bread.
Oh, bread holster. That would be a dangerous thing because I'd just be pulling that out, munching on it all the time.
That'd be badass. And you'd have like butter and fig spread and like all the different like.
Girl, like they're your bullets or whatever, how you keep it like in the belt.
Yeah.
My utility belt, my bread utility belt.
Or like my makeup
would
belt,
slap.
but it's just bread.
Oh, little tiny baguettes. Oh, dude, I'm so excited for going to Australia for the Baker's Delight. I was thinking about it last night while I was eating night bread. So I was like, I'm gonna get custard scrolls soon. And you haven't had a custard scroll, girl, and it will change your life. It will change your life. We need to get you to
Is there
Australia at some
custard in the
point.
middle?
Yes. So think like cinnamon roll, but custardy. Like a custard filling, and then it's all wrapped up and it's super fluffy. But then the top is this like really light whipped frosting. It's not like that thick like cream cheese drizzle or icing, but then there's tiny little flakes on the top. I don't even know what they are, but it's so fucking good, dude. And I salivate just thinking about it.
I'll
I'm
take
like,
two.
They have like a coffee scroll. They have these little like miniature pizzas that they'll just like give you right there. They got like little sun-dried tomatoes and cheese and spinach and stuff all baked into it. Dude, I'm so excited to eat.
Fuck.
I know.
Why don't they do stuff like that here?
I don't know, dude. Baker's Delight needs to like come up because I love Baker's Delight. It's so fucking good.
Is that like what the place is called? Okay, because I was like, I thought it was like some sort of convention or something. I was like, what is Baker's?
That would be sick. I would go to a baker's
That's what
convention.
I thought you were like getting
Hell
excited
yeah.
for. I was like,
No.
damn, this
it's
sounds
just like
awesome.
they have fresh baked bread every day, and like every little mall area has one. There's one everywhere, and it's so good, dude.
Dude, how sick were the bakeries in Bali?
The bakeries in Bali were bomb.
I mean, like we'd get fresh bagels like every morning, or like those like
those
muffins.
croissants.
Yeah, those like English muffins were
the
bomb.
scone things. Yeah, those were. Oof. Oh yeah, that we drizzled the honey on.
Yes,
dude.
Yes,
that's gonna. Oof.
With the
Bali
walnuts.
was so good, dude. I'm actually really excited to be going out and like hitting up Sedona.
Dude, we need
this
to get
year
out
to get
there.
our fingers red.
Fingers. And Sedona is just like a beautiful place as is.
Yeah,
like,
we'll get like good hiking and stuff like that.
There's a lot of good food out there too. There's a place that I like called the Chocolate Tree. We have to go.
The Chocolate Tree?
It's really good food.
Just a bunch of chocolate?
It's like healthy foods.
It doesn't sound healthy.
It is.
Sounds like everything is drizzled in chocolate.
I know.
Like a chocolate fondue place. Did you do fondue? I was thinking about that the other day. I don't know if it was for New Year's, but I feel like I associate it with New Year's. My mom had these tiny little like fondue pots.
Oh,
and you could do like fondue cheese or like where you fry the things. And I remember we had like a fondue phase for a while, and then I just never had fondue again.
That's so fancy of you.
Have you ever fondued?
I've done the chocolate fountain thing, similar, but not like. Is it fondue cheese?
You can do cheese, or you can do like your own little like sizzling pot where you can like.
But what do you put in the
Sizzle
pot?
cook?
Is it cheese?
Yeah, one of the pots, or you can do like an oil pot and
and cook meat and stuff.
Yeah,
Hot
so
pot.
good.
It's a hot pot.
I love dipping things in cheese.
Me too.
I haven't like been eating a lot of cheese because I'm trying to keep my fat low, because my butt front, my nut butt,
My front butt.
my front butt.
It's just what do we call it? The feeding time of the year?
The feeding time, yeah. So that's why going to Australia is going to be hot, so I won't really be as hungry.
Yeah.
When it's cold, I'm so fucking hungry.
Dude, that day
Just eat all day.
we hung out the other day. I ate 3 servings of pasta.
That was good pasta.
2 at your house, and I came home and ate more.
I have a sickness. Like that pasta, when I was reheating it, I like added more olives to it. Like it was so many olives that I did like full. I didn't even cut them up. Like the next time, I just like put like
And the
full.
olives give it like a salt kick, which is really nice. You know,
so good.
It was delicious. Tasty.
God, I love good. I just made a pea soup too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had pea soup. I was always scared as a kid.
With peas?
Pea soup, yeah, because it's just green and
Yeah.
a vegetable.
I mean, I will say it doesn't look appetizing.
It looked like-
but it's delicious.
It looked like baby food, which you like.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I never went towards it. I was like, ooh.
I also do like, because I mull up the peas more, but I leave some of them more pea form. Like I don't blend it all.
So
And
it's
then
like
I do chunks of like butternut squash, and I do extra carrots and celery and a bunch of seasonings. And it's just really
Wow.
good. But
So
I don't put
it's-
ham in it because I don't like ham. It's gross. So mine's full veggie.
Do people put ham in their pea soup?
Yeah. Like I've heard it like cooked with like a ham bone, so like that gets through. They don't leave the bone in, of course, but it helps with like the flavoring. But then like little chunks of cubed ham and like
It's like
Gross.
bone broth.
I don't like that though.
The marrow.
The marrow.
Ooh. Have you
So
ever
what-
sucked on a bone before?
Honey, what does it make you think of? Sweet, delicious, sticky, licking it off your partner? If you want to have fun with a special friend or are someone who loves self-pleasure, Honey Playbox has the toys for you. Use our code TWND to save 15% on your purchase. Amp up your playtime at honeyplaybox.com. You deserve pleasure, so elevate your experience with Honey Playbox and support our show by using code TWND at checkout. Watching podcasts is fun. Watching reruns, also fun, but nothing beats a live experience. Check out our friends at Jerkmate by going to jkmte.com/TWND. Every sign up helps our show. Don't jerk alone. Get your front row seat to live events. Try a Gold Show from the comfort of your couch. Check the show description or go to jkmte.com/TWND to try it out. Oh, no. Like I remember like even when I was a kid, the chicken wings and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like them. Like there's so much going on. Sorry, I just hit this mic. There's so much going on in a chicken wing. Do you understand? Like there's too many pieces. There's like ligament. There's like,
tendons.
Here's this. Yeah, like there's a tendon. You have to like suck your way around that, but then you can't eat a clit. What do you, if you can suck off like a chicken bone, all right, you can certainly find the clit because your tongue is getting in every little crevice of that chicken bone. You know what I mean? Like it's so icky. I don't like it. Why are we doing that? Oh, it just looks.
Just get a chicken tender.
Or just like, don't eat chicken. We have to though, because it's that lean meat.
I don't eat
not
chicken,
you,
so.
but I just feel like I won't get enough protein if I try to go like full vegetarian. I like make myself eat like the lean meat of chicken, and it's like sometimes it can be done well. It's just the process of cooking it too when you have to touch it. I know I've talked about this so many times.
It's slimy.
It's gross, like raw milk
from the teat.
Straight from the teat. Dude, it's kind of gross. Like we all sucked on our mom's boobs.
Not everybody, but I did.
Like, but like not everyone.
But like, there's formula babies.
That's true. But like, are they full formy?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you think that there's something different in people's mentality if they were formula baby versus like a boob baby?
I think that's like a what do you call it? An urban legend.
Urban legend. I just have to wonder because I'm like. I wonder if I sucked my mom's boob.
Like they're less of a human person. A human being, a human person. You're just less of a person.
You're
you
less
never
of a
sucked
person.
on your mom's boob. Sorry. And then there's people that don't have moms. So like whose boob are they going to be sucking on?
Some stranger's boob.
Oh.
Did you know like it's true I think that like women can be made to
milk?
Yeah, it's weird. Did I ever tell you my ex tried to milk my boobs? Your face tells me that I have not told you that.
No. Also, I'm like fighting this this awful stomach vibe. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Do you wanna stop?
No.
Are you sure?
Let's tell me about this milking.
Okay. So my ex bought like a milk pump. And he would make me sit there and pump my boobs because apparently if you pumped your boobs enough, they would eventually milk. And mine never milked. And I really hated it. And I thought that it was terrible. Sometimes I feel like I've told you everything and then I realize that there's layers to this onion.
After the boobs?
After.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I mean, not like right after surgery, but.
He's like, now let's milk him.
Yeah, it didn't go on for like forever because eventually I was just like,
it's not working.
It's not gonna happen. But I remember like the little boob suction, like sitting in like basically the underwear drawer of this like little tower of just and I would sit there on the bed and just like have my boobs milked, pumped. But there was my boobs were pumped, but nothing was pumping.
That must have hurt.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, so anyway, because that was his thing, was like the whole like pregnancy fucking, like he had weird fucking nasty kinks and then just abused me, which was fun. It was so fun. But that made me think about, did I tell you about getting asked when I was going to have kids? Which I've like actually never been asked.
Oh, recently?
Yeah.
Yes. And also like,
listen. I always hear the stuff, like I see it on like the movies and stuff like that. When are you two gonna be like when are you gonna get pregnant? When are you gonna give us grandkids? My mom barely knows I exist. She doesn't care if I give her grandkids. Although she would actually probably care a little bit more if I did have grandkids just so she could give them attention and not give me any still, which is cool. But I'm not gonna give her any out of principle. But also because I've never wanted them. It's never been a thing. Like I liked babysitting, like that kind of stuff. But I was always under the mindset I do not want kids. I remember it like as far back as I can fucking remember is I never wanted kids. The idea, and this is no hate against mothers, people who reproduce, that's awesome, that's cool, that's great for you. I am glad that you have that in you, but I have never ever in my life had the desire to cultivate a life inside of me and like watch my stomach like go like this. Like it is horrifying to me.
And then blow them out your ass.
Yeah, or wherever babies come from. And it just has never appealed to me. So maybe that's why the people who have known me like don't ask or stuff like that. I don't know. But to be asked when you plan on having kids by a fucking stranger is weird as fuck. Like, just because it's a Christmas party and you have a kid doesn't mean that everyone else around you wants them. And then to act shocked, like, oh, when are you two gonna get a little? Well, it's been this many years. When are gonna? I'm like, don't raise an invisible belly to me, sir. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, you've never had the desire to like feel life growing inside. I'm like, no, have you? Have you? It's not my thing. Like, what? It's such a bizarre thing. It's one of those things I don't understand people. It's such a bizarre thing to be like,
nope, not for me.
No.
Not for me.
It's so fucking weird. I would never have the audacity to go like ask somebody that.
I think it is creepy to like form human life in you.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's cool. Like it's an interesting thing and it's cool for other people. And I know people are very happy being parents and that's so cool.
Yeah, and
we're proud
of you. Good job.
Yeah, good job. You created life.
You
and I think
it.
that's really cool. And it's a really powerful thing. It's just, I'm not that powerful in that way. Like, it's not. So it's strange to ask. Or like me going up to someone who already had like 2 kids or something like that and being like, when are you going to have more? You know, you need friends for your kids. And like, just, you're going to start a farm someday? Like what are you? It's so strange.
A softball team?
Yeah. Have your own softball team. Oof. I remember growing up, like so many homeschool families had so many kids. Just like so many fucking kids. I remember like this one girl I was friends with for a while. She, I think, had like 9 siblings.
The fuck?
Y'all know how much I love making content. And one of the most important things for quality videos is lighting. But who wants the same old boring ring light? You can upgrade from basic to adorable at kawaiilighting.com with code TWND for 10% off. This podcast is lit by Kawaii Lighting's star-shaped ring light. There are also heart and kitty cat options to make you feel as cute as these lights look. Kawaii Lighting has many RGB options, which you'll have seen used in many of my videos and photos. Don't be basic. Stand out with Kawaii Lighting by using code TWND to save 10% and help support this wholesome pod. Let them know we sent you.
Yeah.
They got down and they never used protection.
Mm-mm.
She
Well,
never
that's against
swallowed.
God. No, it was not a swallow. I feel like it was one of those couples that was like, we have been brought together by the Lord to procreate. Like they had sex when they were ready to have another kid. Like it just, they didn't, to me, in their household, so I was like, those parents don't fuck.
Right?
Yeah. Like you can tell, I feel like when people are like how they interact with each other and stuff like that, you can tell by watching a couple if they be fucking still. You know what I mean? Like there's less tension between, or they're like a little touchy here and there. It doesn't even have to be like overtly touchy. You know what I mean? Some people, it's a little bit too much and you're like, okay, I think you have like 4 other people in the bed with you and that's really cool, but we don't need to see that right now. But like the couples who kind of like always stand apart, or they'll just like have like little things to say, or like they just like don't really care at all what the other one is doing. It's like, get away from me. Like I know so many people like that, or people who are like, I don't even want to live with my partner. Like I want my like separate space. And I'm like, I don't think you really like each other that much.
Yeah, like why be together?
I understand, like, even, like, in a home or something, like, maybe having your own kind of spaces to do. But I feel like if you, and I guess this is for me, too. So it's me not understanding other people, which I guess I try to. But I guess for me, it's kind of like the things that you both kind of like kind of mesh together. Because if there's something that they like that's out, even if it's not, like, your jam, you're just like, yeah, that's cool. Because that's, like, something that you like can't you mesh the things, you know? I feel like I would hate to have a fully separate place for my partner all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't be with them. Like,
yeah,
if that was the case.
Then I just have my own place and like be doing my own thing like all the time. Like I feel like that's kind of part of the relationship, isn't it? Is like coexisting and figuring out how to be yourself together.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like if you feel like you need that much time apart from a person, I just don't feel like you're vibing that much. So it's like, why? Because isn't the person you're with supposed to like essentially like add to you, and not just like, oh, it's all about you, but there's someone that like, it's like when you put pepper on an omelet. It's like the omelet was already good. You didn't need the pepper, but you had that little, and you just kicked it up a notch, or like sriracha or some shit, you know, like you just sprinkle that on there a little bit. Like it was good on its own, but it's better in addition to, and you should be the same like for the other person.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of weird to have this.
We
like,
need to be the sriracha.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like sometimes you're the omelet,
Or the
sometimes you're the
pepper.
sriracha. That's just how it goes.
I love
And you're
that.
not one all the time. Because like for yourself, you're the omelet. But you also want to think, oh, they're an omelet. I want to be a little sriracha. I want to give them a little zest.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Just
Kick it
seems
up
weird.
a notch.
I just have like experience because of the holidays being around people, a bunch of other people lately, and just seeing how certain people like will talk about their partners or other people in general, and I'm just like, I just don't like. It's just like if you're not there and into them, and I can say this also as someone who was with someone that I wasn't into, but like that sucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then coming out of that and like working on yourself and like finding someone who compliments you in that, you're just like, you don't need that person. And I
Yeah.
wish I could have like told myself that, like, you are the omelet, bitch. You don't need that person. Like that's like putting anchovies on your omelet. That's gross. What are we doing? So yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, you don't have to, if you don't feel like you want to be around like your partner, if every little thing that they do like annoys you, if you feel like you are like, it's so much that you need your own space away, and to like, and I'm not saying that you should have to be in proximity to each other all the time, but I also never feel the need to get away from my partner.
Yeah.
I used to feel that all the time. And guess what? It wasn't a good relationship. It's just like, you don't have to be in it.
Yeah. It was like you were definitely like there, not by your own will.
Yeah. And that's how you with your ex, you know, that shitty fucking person. It's like, you're just spoiling yourself. You're spoiling the omelet. You don't need to do that. Like someone should be zesting you up, not like making you unappealing to everyone around you, and they put you on the plate and they're like, ooh, like that's how it goes in certain relationships. Because even if that person maybe isn't like inherently like abusive to you or like whatever, it's like you are reflective of the people around you as well. So it's like, if there are these issues, and it can even bring out just bad things in you because you're like, well, all this annoys me and this and that, and then you just sound negative all the time. So then other people aren't going to want to be around that. They're already judging your relationship, whether it's good or bad, because like you're not just recognizing that, hey, there's enough complaints that I have here that I need to do something about it. Either needs to be talked out and figured out, or you need to fucking go. Like we're just wasting so much time. It's crazy.
Run
Run
to the hills.
run as fast as you can. It's so much better that way.
And after you do that, everything gets better. Trust me.
Yeah, it just
Life
takes
just
time.
flows.
Yeah. Flow state, man. I feel like I need to get back there. Like for creativity flow, I feel like has just been like decimated by the holidays. I think.
Well, that and your house has been under construction too.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. They're actually doing stuff today. That's why I was a little late, because they showed up to do stuff right as I was leaving.
I'm excited. It's going to be so cool. I still don't even know what the pod room's going to look like. It's going to be a complete surprise.
I don't know either for sure, because something that I bought, it didn't work correctly, so now I have to replace it and do something else. But we're working on it. Carpet is almost completely done. Hopefully within the next couple weeks we'll be back. I don't know if it'll be before or after Australia, but as soon as we can unveil it, we will. And I know that you're not feeling very great today.
Yeah, I'm just like,
so we're already
struggle
at
bus.
40. So I think that we can just give a nice little wrap up, because I think it's a good start to the new year. Just everybody, this has just kind of been our bullshit episode, but we have had a lot going on. I know that y'all have had a lot going on, and decompressing from the holidays is a task in and of itself. So I hope that y'all had a very good holiday and a very good new year. And I hope that all your resolutions are working out so far. And we'll come back with bigger and better and batter things.
And girl soup.
And Girl Soup. Girl Soup is coming soon too, which I'm excited about. So you can follow the podcast on Instagram and X at TWND Podcast. Please subscribe. Please follow anywhere that you listen to or watch podcasts on YouTube, youtube.com/@TWND Podcast. Leave us a voicemail at twndpodcast@gmail.com or voicemails at 702-900-6446. You can yes. You can follow me on Instagram at thisredheadisSFW, and you can follow me on TikTok if it's still around at Leave Molly Alone. And where can they follow you?
At Wham Glam Artistry.
Thank y'all so much for joining us.
Happy
and
New Year.
Homework for this week is
Run.
Run. Go run. Run away. And we will see you Monday.
Come.